If I could describe it in one word as a student, it would be enlightening.
If I had to describe my Universify experience so far, I'd use the word social.
If I could describe it in one word, it would be different, because I've never done anything like this before, like residential away from home for a week with like people I've never met before, whilst like learning and being at a university when I'm only 15.
It was something that I hadn't seen before. It was something completely out of the ordinary for me.
Universify supports young people to realise their potential, regardless of their background. Currently, a young person's background, so things like where they're from, their parents' level of education, what school they go to, their household income, will often determine a young person's educational outcomes, and that's a huge impact on their life outcomes.
University is something I'm looking to apply to. I have been for a long time, as not only does it help with future jobs in my future, it also just helps with being taken more seriously in the working world.
It's unfair to people who are like of poorer backgrounds, because they don't really get the opportunity like early on in life to be able to go to university and get that higher education. Children who go to private schools, I think they're more likely to graduate because they've had it from early on, and they've had the level of education and a level of opportunities that enable them to go to university and be able to graduate.
And in particular, something like a degree from university can be life-changing. It can open access to otherwise unobtainable careers. It creates role models for future generations of young people from underrepresented backgrounds. It's a huge vehicle for social mobility. Importantly, it helps young people overcome cycles of poverty and deprivation.
Universify opens up a lot of opportunities for young people, and it's a very holistic programme. So what we're aiming to do is to help them build their confidence, both personally and academically.
They're not going to be applying for university for a couple of years, but just having that awareness in place, making sure they know what they're aiming for, means that they have aspirations which perhaps would otherwise not be there if they hadn't got a solid idea of university. And I think it also means they know that we expect them to go far. We're already saying you're talented learners who have been invited here because we know you could do really well on this programme and generally with your academics, and so working with this younger age group just gives them that expectation of where they might want to go in the future.
And I think that was the most important thing. At that time when I was doing Universify, I didn't truly know what I wanted to do, but it kind of just gave me a vision that in 5 years I will be on the other side of it. I will be a graduate. I would have a degree.
I think the courses, they let you question about how you would find university like when you're older, and when they ask you questions and you give them an answer, they ask you another question which makes you think deeper into like why you think what you're thinking, and it's like intriguing.
The impact that I've been really thrilled to see for the learners at Universify is that they've been getting so engaged with this academic enrichment stuff. Really asking questions, listening so well to what all the lecturers and the academics are telling them about, and it's really nice to see that sort of engagement with these quite challenging academic concepts that they've been asked to grapple with. It's really lovely to see them really get engaged with that. So I think on the day-to-day level of what they're doing here at Universify, that immediate impact of everyone enjoying the residential and really getting that academic stuff out of it has been great to see.
The Universify programme is a year-long programme for Year 10s and Year 11s. We take students in the summer of their Year 10 on a summer residential. We also offer online coaching throughout the year, and then they come back for their spring residential with us just before they sit their GCSEs. The summer programme consists of various taster sessions. It's an insight into university life. They get to meet the volunteers on the programme who are current or recent undergraduates themselves. There's plenty of social activities and just lots of fun. Coaching is there to improve students' self-confidence and to help them set both personal and academic goals. Coaching takes place on the residentials in person with our volunteer coaches, and then online sessions take place one-on-one throughout the duration of the rest of the course.
The work that Universify does, which is quite different to others actually, is the coaching element, which is really helping to raise, I suppose, confidence, self-efficacy, a belief that young people can achieve, and really about supporting them all the way through that year 11.
The Spring Residential is where we bring students back for an in-person revision weekend. That's an intensive revision weekend before their GCSEs. It's also a chance for them to meet their friends again that they made on the courses in summer. It's a chance for them to see the volunteers again and their coaches in person. And it's also a chance for them to hear about all the opportunities that we offer to them after the programme.
University is something I'm looking to apply to in the future because I think I would like to do a higher level of education and maybe get a degree or even a master's in something, because I think it can enable me to get a higher level job, good paying job, if that's something I would want to do outside of sports.
I always thought of university as an expensive way to a job, but you have unlimited potential in your field. Once you have the education, not only do you have the option to go back to do a master's, a PhD, but you also have the access to travel the world.
I believe one of the most important parts of the Universify trip for me so far would be the social aspect of it, as you get to meet a whole range of different people from across the country about their different lifestyles, why they're here, why they've been given this opportunity and how they want to use it in the future.
I've learned that I'm actually good at socialising with people and getting to know other people. I know that I'm good at asking questions and thinking about why things are happening.
That curiosity, after finishing my course after a week here, I remember going on the train back and being like, I am a University of Oxford student, I've just done this. I will remember reading through some of the content and being like, yeah, this is what I can do. I can do this. I can act like a University of Oxford student. And I think once I was in that mindset, it kind of just put me back on track to get my head back down again, focus, put that extra effort in.